first, I want to talk about your experience on the Wish bus,
Yeah.
107.5 FM. I know it's kind of the successor to NU 107.
Mm.
Um, this is actually the second time you played the Wish bus, right?
Yeah, for me, it's my second time. We were able to perform there in 2000. I think that was 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But it was with a different lineup back then. None of the guys who joined me on the bus back then were able to join me this time. I have like a totally different lineup. And back then, I played exclusively guitar. I didn't sing. And this time I had the new lineup that I've been playing with for the past year and a half. So yeah, that was my second time, and it's kind of a different setup now. Before we were able to play there, it's sort of like everybody with an original song were actually allowed to step on the bus. It's sort of like an open contest back then. So for now, it's sort of like a road show, some sort of a concert, a mobile concert. They chose their performers in advance. There were only like seven of us, and we were like the only band in Butuan City who were able to step on the bus and play.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, I know in my previous experience watching the Wish bus, I know it had some pretty big name acts that were especially popular in the
Yeah,
Philippines. Obviously, it had Bobby Belling from Woods, doing Nakalimutan ng Dios. It was,
man, I'm very
yeah,
impressed with your knowledge of the Filipino music. You're probably more knowledgeable than I am.
I don't know, but I know some kind of Philippine exclusive radio hits, or I guess again, like songs that were especially popular in the Philippines, like Steven
Oh,
Speaks performed Out of My League, and then
yes,
and then
yes,
um the Moffats, who were big in Canada, also got
yeah.
very big in the Philippines with
They
I
were very
Miss You
big
Like
here in the
Crazy,
Philippines. Yeah,
that
yeah.
song. So
Because
it's
growing up in
good.
high school, going even in elementary school when I was like grade 5 or grade 6. I don't know what level that is in the States, but yeah, back then, like that's like 20 years ago. The Moffats and Steven Speaks, they're inescapable. Everywhere you go, you hear their songs, and all of the girls in school, they know each member of the band like crazy.
Well, I mean, it's cool because you actually have 4 years on me. I was born in 91, and I know you were born in 87, so that's
87.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Our,
yeah, man.
our
So you were
experiences.
able to were the were was Steven Speaks actually big in the States?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Completely unknown. And the thing of it is, actually, what happened with Steven Speaks is sometime in 2003, a Filipino DJ actually discovered them on LimeWire, and I guess they were
oh,
uploading their music. And then through that sort of underground popularity, they were able to spread in the Philippines. And then through that, they got especially big in the Philippines. But also, there's this really, not to like sidetrack or anything, but there's this
yeah, go ahead.
really interesting phenomenon in the Philippines. Back then, there was the concept of the Philippine only radio hit. And it was like, so you would hear like songs like, Passenger Seat or
Uh,
Out of My League by Steven Speaks, but then you would also hear Inspector Mills by America and You by the Carpenters and As Long as It Matters by Jim Blossoms. Like, those weren't even like, those were
very,
kind of like, yeah.
yeah, that's a very eclectic mix. It's actually very interesting. So you're saying actually back then in 2000, in early
Oh
2000s, you
yeah,
were
and
already
also
listening to Philippine
Deep
radio?
by Binocular was also a big one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Sometimes
the
I
very
know.
the intro, the very haunting
Yeah.
intro. Ding, ding, ding.
So like